Alright, today in class we're going to make homemade chocolate chip cookies, and I'm really excited about this. It's going to be a lot of fun. But first thing we need to remember, we need to tie our hair back, unless you're a boy, which some boys might have long hair, so then you need to tie it back also, because we don't want to get hair in our cookies. And also make sure you put an apron on, so that we don't get our clothes all dirty. And we're going to make these wonderful cookies. So we have a KitchenAid mixer, which all of your kitchens should have those, and it makes this very convenient and easy. And the first thing that we're going to do is cream the sugars together with butter and eggs and vanilla. So here I have a cup of room temperature butter, which is 2 sticks of butter, and it's room temperature, been sitting out about half of the day, and so it's nice and soft and we won't get these big chunks of butter in our batter. We'll just get a nice smooth batter. So I'm going to put that in my mixing bowl. And then I have a cup of packed brown sugar. So when you put your brown sugar in here, don't just scoop it out of the bag, but make sure you pack it into the cup. Otherwise your cookies aren't going to turn out very good. So we're going to pour that into the bowl. And then we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and I'm using pure vanilla extract. And also we have 2 eggs. I just cracked them and put them into a bowl so that if I got any shells or anything, I could take them out before I put it into the rest of my mix. So we're going to put our eggs in here with everything else. And the last thing we're going to add is 1/4 of a cup of sugar. The recipe calls for 1/2 cup, but we're going to put in a pudding mix to make up for that other 1/4 of a cup of sugar. And this is a 3.5 ounce vanilla pudding, instant pudding mix. And this is going to make the cookies more moist and soft for a longer period of time and still add the wonderful sweetness. So we'll just pour that whole package in. Alright, so now we're going to put this in our mixer and put our attachment on. And this is going to be really loud, but we're going to mix it until everything's incorporated, which 30 seconds to a minute should do it. So I'm going to turn it on. And everything's starting to mix together really nice, and it's becoming more smooth. So we're going to let it keep going until it's just a little bit more smooth. Alright, that's probably good. So we have a nice smooth consistency now. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of baking soda. So the salt is going to bring out the flavors. It seems kind of weird to put it in sweet dishes, but it helps bring out the flavor in all the rest of the ingredients. And the baking soda is going to help the cookies get more fluffy and rise. So we're going to put that in, as well as we're going to gradually mix in 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And so we'll just put in a little bit at a time and then mix it. Okay, we're going to add the last bit of the flour. You might have to use your finger or a spoon to get it out of the bowl. And we're going to mix this all the way. Okay. So now we want to take our mixer out, and since these are chocolate chip cookies, we have to add the chocolate chips. So we have a cup of, these are semi-sweet chocolate chips. We're just going to mix these in with our spatula so we don't break up all the chocolate chips by mixing it with the mixer. And then once you're done with that, you're just going to take a little spoon out of your drawer, just a teaspoon, and we're going to put it on a cookie sheet. Now I've already filled this cookie sheet most of the way, but I'm going to put the rest on, and your cookie sheet should hold about 12, so you should be able to make a dozen cookies on your cookie sheet. And I forgot to mention before that I had turned on the oven, so it's at 375. So you want to make sure the very first thing after you get on your apron, wash your hands and put your hair back, is that you turn your oven on to 375 so that it's ready to go when you're done with your cookies. So then you're going to just take your pan, you're going to stick it in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. You'll have to watch them till the edges are golden brown. But then after 8 to 10 minutes, you are going to have wonderful cookies that look like this, and then you can enjoy them.